What is up, guys? Nico here, and welcome back to my channel, to my Facebook page, to the groups, kung saan ka man nanonood ngayon. And we have another live session. Okay, so if you follow the page, you follow the channel, last year nagkaroon ako ng series called Balls is Live. Nung Balls is Live pa yung pangalan ng channel. And I'm bringing it back this year. No? So last year we were talking to mostly dancers who are also YouTubers. Nakita natin yung growth, yung journey. Some of them are still in the dancing niche. Some moved on to other niches. And for today, we are going to talk about how to start and grow your YouTube channel in 2021. And I have two guests for today. And sa intro natin, no, what's up internet? Baka lang naman alam nyo na kung sino yung dalawang guest natin. Baka lang naman internet. Okay, so let me welcome Anton of Hardware Sugar and Junil. So take note, Junil. Sa mga tumatawag sa kanyang Junil. So welcome, guys.
What's up, guys?
Hello.
Okay, so first of all, thank you to both of you for, lending your time, and
Thank you.
marami
Thanks
kasing
for the
gustong
invite.
Yeah. So maraming gustong matuto, no? Especially nung nag-start yung pandemic, a lot of people wanted to dabble into YouTube. Mainly then because of there's a lot of people really saying start your YouTube channel already now. So yung mga iba na intriga, and some of them gusto but don't really know how to start, where to start. Probably yung how to start madali siya i-search, no? Yung technicalities like how do you start an actual YouTube channel, mga ganun. Okay, so before we start, shout out muna tayo mga nanonood na, may mga comments na, no? So si Sir Glenn ng Gmail Films, what's up sa'yo? Nag-attend ako nung After Effects niya kagabi, tutorial. Galing. Roel, good afternoon. Of course, Brandon. Sino sa amin yung mga bagong ligo? Si Eugene. Okay, ito Facebook user. If you are watching sa loob ng groups, no, ng Nico Bolante group community, look at the post, meron dyang link kasi I think if you want your name to appear and you're watching through the groups, kailangan mo bigyan ng permission si StreamYard. No, it's something new na if you're using StreamYard through a groups, kailangan mong bigyan ng permission. So nandiyan yung link yan. I put it in the description of the group. Okay? Filmmaking tech, let's go. Sakto to sa akin. Ayan. So I'm assuming filmmaking, Junil, tech, Anton. Pero specifically, computers. No?
Kaya na ni Junil lahat.
Hello, Quiz Nico. Hello, Facebook user. Again. Kailangan nyo bigyan ng permission. If you're watching through the page or the YouTube channel, okay lang. We will see your name. Tito Junil. Oh, ayan. So also, if you have questions already, please tanong nyo na sa comments. I have my prepared questions, but of course, I want to prioritize yung questions nung mga nanonood na meron ng 11 million viewers. No? Meron tayo 11 million viewers. Let's see.
Actually, ako may question ako. Pwede bang
Okay.
priority ba kasi panel?
Go.
No, actually, I was watching a new tech YouTuber na local, then he was saying something na, I'm 24 and I know that's a bit late to start YouTube. Tapos inisip ko, grabe, 24? Too old to start YouTube. Tapos napakamo talaga ako na, damn, what does that make me? So I'm just curious what you guys... Di ba? Exactly. Di na kita sasama, baka nahiya ka pa eh. But I'm just curious what your thoughts are about this na, is it a young person's game, itong parang content creation, YouTube, whatever, or may kaya pa naman yung medyo approach. Ikaw, Junil, sorry, I didn't catch your age, but Are you early, di na siguro, at mukha ka early 20s pero...
Nambola pa.
Di ba, kailangan ko bata para, to get into this thing, this whole YouTube thing?
That's a very good question, no? Kasi wala naman talaga sa age yan eh. If I were to really answer that, there's no such thing as too late or too early to start YouTube. For me lang talaga ang importante when you want to really establish a YouTube brand is dapat you have to dapat on the onset alam mo na kung ano yung gagawin mo sa channel mo, like what kind of contents are you gonna put out, what kind of audience do you plan to touch or do you plan to reach. So yun lang, and there's walang age for me sa pag-YouTube.
Bata pa daw si Junil.
Okay, makita mo ko.
10 years old pa lang. 10 years old. Pero nasa lineup 3 ka na, di ba?
Yeah. I'm actually 30. So I'm turning 31 this July. So
yun. So yun nga, ako I think yung question na yun, is it too late? Ako I think it's more of kung ano yung plano mo gawin, may market ba? I think that's the more important question eh. Kasi what if 70 years old ka, pero maraming manonood sa'yo na di ba, yung market mo, whatever you're going to talk about, whatever you're going to feature, di ba? Parang wala siya sa age.
Best restaurants for senior discount, di ba? Malay mo, may mga market na ganyan, di ba?
Okay, so 30 days pa lang. So may mga questions ba kayo dyan? O lahat yata ito nanonood sa atin ngayon, makikikulit lang. Okay, so if wala pa, meron akong questions. Alright, so ano pala? Kung hindi pa kayo nakasubscribe, subscribe muna kayo. Hardware Sugar on YouTube, kay Junil, YouTube, and Nico Balls. Okay, iba na wala yung Nico Bolante, nasa old channel ko. Yun pala, may question ako. Wala bang way na ilipat yun? Hindi ko siya magawa May familiar kayo sa rules ng YouTube? Kasi I own the /Nico Bolante, pero it's in my old channel. And pag tinatry ko siya ilipat, ayaw niya. So, baka nga ayaw. Okay. Si Edgy, ayan, newbie. Hi, newbie po, patambay. Edgy, kung may tanong ka, kahit ano.
Yeah, si Edgy, he's a fellow Cebuano, so shout out sa imo diha bay. Mayang hapon.
Ayan.
Mayang hapon.
Okay. So, first question. Kasi, parang, the two of you, two different reasons why we were talking about it, Anton, why you started Hardware Sugar, the YouTube channel, and si Junil naman, filmmaking, all of that. So my first question is, baka kasi magkaiba yung question, yung answers nyo, is why start content creation? Who wants to go first?
Mas interesting ata sagot ni Junil So,
Sige, Junil, ikaw muna. Why start content creation?
That napakahirap naman ng tanong. Well, for me, there has to be a trigger somewhere, di ba? Like for me, ang trigger talaga sa akin kasi just to let everyone know, hindi naman talaga kasi I think I really started content creation because of the quote unquote yung filmmaking nga, pero and why start content creation is really because of the fact na number one, kasi kung nagsisimula ka kasi it's only it somehow starts as a hobby muna, di ba? And then eventually it grows. And lagi kong sinasabi to, depende nga sa kung ano talaga yung goal mo, right? Cause ako when I initially started, it was just really for me a gallery of videos na pwede kong balikan when I pwede kong balikan after several years. And you don't along the journey, 'di ba? nag-change yung goal na yan. It develops to something bigger and bigger, and then, and next, and then you realize you thank yourself for really starting out in the first place. So yun yung take ko dyan.
Okay. Si Anton naman.
Actually, for me, kasi we started, Hardware Sugar is a PC retail store, so we sell PC parts, and then the YouTube channel was just an offshoot of that na it was free marketing, di ba? Parang you'll make a review, you'll play around with the tech, and then you'll post it to YouTube. And at first, for a very long time actually, konti lang talaga yung nanonood, konti lang yung views, konti lang yung subscribers, and that was fine with us kasi yun nga, parang it was just icing on the top, parang cherry on top of the sundae kasi yun nga, parang libreng marketing lang siya. The why start content creation, at least for Hardware Sugar, was na we wanted more people to see the products, to get to know the shop, and we felt like we were doing a lot of cool things na maingganyo yung mga tao. Like in the shop particularly, we have no BS warranty, we answer everyone's questions kahit we know na hindi ka bibili sa amin kasi nagtatanong ka lang ng specs ng tech that we don't have, or nasa Mindanao ka and you don't want to ship. I mean, we ship naman nationwide, pero you want to buy it elsewhere, nagtatanong ka lang talaga ng tech advice, we'll answer all your questions even though it's pretty clear na you won't buy from us. So we were doing, and we do a lot of things na we felt na magandang i-publish, or magandang to gain a wider audience. So we were like, yeah, sige, libre naman YouTube. Unlike the two of you guys, both of you have backgrounds sa in the hobby, yung cameras and things like that. Kami, wala talaga kaming alam at all. So it was really very amateurish, and it's still a little amateurish now. So the goal talaga was just basic free marketing for the shop. It wasn't anything fancy like, I want to have reviews na wala pang ganun sa Pilipinas and stuff like that. It was a very humble goal na yun, para lang mapansin yung shop. And in fairness, it's worked out well for that goal.
You said free marketing. How helpful was it for your store, yung YouTube channel?
To put into context, kasi we posted our first video November 2018, and then the shop started mga May 2018. So mga aroundly 6 months later, we started posting on YouTube. And then we only got to 1,000 subs March 2020. Pasimula na yung pandemic. So that's 16 months na basically wala masyadong pumansin, konti lang yung views. But even then, we were doing unboxings, we were doing slightly mga helpful tutorial videos. And sa simula, it was helpful, but parang helpful in the sense na, yeah, maganda naman, paminsan may nag-i-inquire, may shop ba kayo? Pero ibang klase talaga once it ramps up. Now we're at around 57,000 subs. The difference is night and day talaga. Ibang klase ngayon, like people call us up, we saw you on YouTube and we trust you kasi you have a face. Literally, hindi ka anonymous, it's not a corporation like the big PC shops na they don't know who to call. Dito, when they call Hardware Sugar, they look for me because they learn my name from the YouTube, parang ganun. So it's been a wild ride. As the YouTube channel gets more and more popular, talagang ramdam na ramdam talaga yung effects sa sales. It's been very, very positive. And again, it's all uphill kasi nga libre naman mo-post sa YouTube. The more people watch you and then subscribe to you, it's just a snowball that keeps growing. And then later on, papasok yung mga sponsors, papasok yung mga brands na want to lend you things so that you'll review. So it's really, yung Amazon kasi has a term for it, a flywheel effect, na the more inputs you keep putting into the machine, the faster and faster the flywheel will go. And then the product of that flywheel will just go back into the flywheel and keep running faster and faster. So all of the effort that you put in will just increase pa the speed of the shop, of the channel, parang ganon. And so that's been, bottom line, it's been very good. It's been very good for the shop.
Galing, no? Galing no, kasi parang it's something na, well, I don't know with Junil, pero ako parang, you created a YouTube channel na parang its own identity. Unlike kay Anton na ano siya, marketing tool nung
And
business.
yun yung that's the beauty of social media, 'di ba? Sabi nga ni Sir Anton, it's free. So why don't you maximize it, if my business ka and all, it's a free marketing
It's
arm
free.
technically. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Sige, before sorry. Yeah.
sorry, just to wag lang yung mga parang medyo sketchy kasi yung ibang I mean, yes, social media, 'di ba? And parang para maging viral, parang some people do sketchy things na hindi ganun ko okay. So syempre iwas tayo sa mga ganyan. Yung quality content na that can be shared but kasi you're teaching something or wag lang yung mga I mean, like there was one a couple of months ago na how to steal condiments from a restaurant and things like that. I mean, that's not cool. And I don't think any legit creator, I mean, would want content like that. There's a difference between wanting views and producing content that you feel is good versus wanting views and you're just gonna do whatever para lang makita yung video na yun or ano. I think all three of us agree na that's not the way we wanna go about it.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So before we continue, again, if you are watching from the Facebook group, may link dyan. You have to give StreamYard permission to access your name yata if you're inside the Facebook group. Para makita din namin sino yung nagko-comment kasi may nag-hi kanina na Hello, Idol Junil. Pero hindi natin alam kung sino. Okay? Also, if you can please share this stream from wherever, if you're in YouTube or Facebook, i-share nyo. Baka may kaibigan kayo who is thinking of starting a YouTube channel this year na naghahanap lang ng, more information. This stream could help, or this episode, whatever you call it, could help them dun sa push that they've been waiting for. Okay, so we have a question from Brandon. So what would be the best recommendation of promoting your own channel? Do you ever want to encourage people to watch? Do you ever want to make sub to sub? Do you ever want to create a page? Okay, sinong start? Junil.
That's Kwan.
Actually, madaming question yun.
Yeah.
Listen.
So, promoting a channel, kasi si YouTube, what's good about YouTube is it's integrated sa Google, di ba? And Google Analytics allows the creator to know saan galing yung views. It's is it from external? Is it from YouTube search? Is it from and all those different channels? And so as a creator, if gusto mo talagang ma-reach or ma-maximize yung reach ng video mo, you have to attack each source or each video or each view sources. So kung external, that's when you put leverage or you maximize the use of Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, which I don't have. Facebook lang muna. So yun. And yeah, that's one way to do it. And sub to sub, guys, I've been there. And it's not really working. It's not gonna work long term. I mean, it will work if yung goal mo is to reach the threshold ng YouTube, which is 1,000 subscribers. But after that, wala. Magiging katawa-tawa yung channel mo after because marami kang subscribers pero pag nag-upload ka ng videos mo, wala kang views. Diba? So, yun ang hindi ko gusto sa sub to sub. And, the creating of a page is part of the answer I gave earlier na you have to maximize all view sources ni YouTube. So,
Anton?
I agree with Junil. Mahirap yung sub to sub kasi yun nga, they're just subbing not because they're interested in your content, more yun nga because na nagsub ako, sub ka naman. And then one of the key metrics of YouTube is how many of your subscribers watch your videos. So it really actually hurts you in the long run pag marami kang subs pero konti lang nanonood. Kasi the way YouTube works is parang small circles yan, tas palaki ng palaki. So it starts out with, may video tong channel. I-push out muna natin sa subs. Maganda yung performance sa subs. Push out natin sa mga may interest pero hindi na sub. So palaki ng palaki. But if you can't even make it from the subscriber circle, hindi yan, it's very difficult or the odds are quite high na mag-expand yung views na yan outside of the subscriber channel. So it's kind of like you're taking 2 steps back for 1 step forward. Oo nga, marami ka ng subs, but in the long run, sub to sub, if they don't watch your videos, can really hurt your channel. To the main question on how to promote your page, actually, the approach I'll take is how to get more views for your videos. And then, it's kind of interesting kasi dun sa Hardware Sugar, we didn't really know what we were doing at first. So, we had some videos early on about tech na, like, say, about the internet. So, hindi naman related sa PC parts talaga, but about tech in general. And actually, we had one video that did quite well, parang review siya of ISPs. Yun, kumalat talaga yun sa Facebook. Daming nanood. Pero konti lang nag-sub. So, my takeaway from that is na, yes, maganda maging viral on other social media platforms, but YouTube basically doesn't care in the long term. Yung gusto ni YouTube na maging viral sa YouTube. So, it's the YouTube algorithm that will determine, like, yun nga, yung larger and larger circles. Pakita natin to sa isang audience na to. Okay, patok. Let's expand the circle. Okay, patok. Let's expand the circle. And then, just to share what we've experienced. So, yun. Even if medyo malakas we've seen it in multiple videos, medyo malakas siya sa... kasi yung videos namin, paminsan yung mga tech guys, ayaw nila kasi they're kinda targeted to more beginner users. Nagagalit yung more advanced users na tanga naman yung Hardware Sugar na yan. Dapat sinabi nila to, mali itong spec na linigay, parang ganun. So it gets very nitty-gritty. So, kumakalat yun sa mga Facebook groups ng mga tech enthusiasts na, ay, mali itong video na to. So, just for the data, we've seen lots of people from Facebook watch, but in the end, it doesn't really affect how YouTube will market that particular video. Si YouTube lang talaga bahala internally among the existing YouTube users. So, number one, trying to get it viral on other platforms doesn't really make it long-term, like in Facebook, on YouTube. Maganda nga yung metrics, but it'll kind of die down in the end. And then, sorry, just last na lang, parang, in our experience kasi, what really had the channel grow was, I mentioned November 2018 we started, March 2020 we were at 1,000 subs. By June, we were at something like 10 or 20,000. So that's like a exponential leap. Yung nangyari lang doon dahil sa isang video. There's one video na luma na, we posted it like May 2020. Pero YouTube just decided for whatever algorithmic reason na i-push out mga June. And then up to now, up to this day, that's accounted for like 45% of our subs. Up to today, pinupush out pa rin ni YouTube. So, it really, for channel growth, for views and subs, it really, kailangan mo you need to feel yung kiliti ng YouTube eh. Like, what video will it recommend to its existing user base? Ang hirap i-push from the outside eh. It's nice to have a Facebook page. It's good na kung yun nga, kumalat sa YouTube, tas maraming manonood. But those are, kumbaga, parang flashes in the pan. Hindi siya, they're good for short-term spikes, but long-term growth, it's all about internal YouTube numbers. At least yun nga, based on our experience.
Alright. Okay, so shoutout muna kay Harold. Taga saan ba si Harold? Parang hindi siya sa Philippines, no?
Cebu din yan, si Harold.
Right now,
no,
nasa
Harold.
Cebu siya.
Harold is in Dublin, I think.
Nico Boy, Junil, and the other guy is Anton of Hardware Sugar. Okay? So, baka mas kilala niyo siya as Hardware Sugar owner. Kaya ano.
Shout out din kay Elsward Lim na nag-YouTube din yan.
Yeah, ito. Meron tayong si Elsward. Shout out. Kasama na naman tayo. Nag-attend siya kahapon dun sa live ko eh. So, from Roel, any advice sa mga aspiring content creator na may day job?
Ayan.
Sino ba? Ako ba sasagot muna?
Ikaw, sagutin mo.
Ako simple lang naman yan eh. Priorities. Diba? Kasi, especially for me, kasi si Junil, I think you're monetized, no? I mean, baka starting out pa lang, no? Malit, not like yung mga talaga naka full time, no? Pero ako kasi as in zero, I'm not monetized. But, you know, if I want to grow, kailangan kong lagyan pa rin ng effort yung YouTube channel. But, syempre, kailangan ko i-prioritize yung what am I doing that puts food on the table? So, yeah, sa akin, if you're a creator na may day job, ganun, priority mo. Now, if you start earning, di ganun din. Proportion mo yung ano.
Yeah.
Kasi, di ba malaking ano yan malaking topic yan sa YouTube yung mga finally went all in.
Yeah.
Diba? I quit my job, I mean,
Yeah.
there are people who would or that fits that kind of approach. Ako kasi for me, I have 2 kids. I have a wife and 2 kids. I don't think pwede ko gawin yung ganun. No, na, sige, mag-all in na ako. Diba? So, Junil, your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, it's the same. Priorities talaga. And siguro the key there is to regulate the contents that you put out. Kasi, like, let me give an example. Si Jay Flores, he's a very good example of this question. Kasi my day job si Jay Flores. Pero if you look at him now, grabe yung push niya ng content, di ba? Like
3 times a week.
like halos daily yan mag-upload. And it's also like it depends on the situation you're in kasi si Jay Flores lang naman ngayon. I'm not sure though if he can do that if it was not if it was not for the pandemic, but I believe so, 'di ba? Kasi if you're starting out, there's that yung urge to grow, yung urge to put out content. And for me, what I've done at least for my experiences to really regulate the content that you put out. When I say regulate, you try to balance if this content will require a lot of effort and time from you. But kasi if it does, then you might as well put that aside muna, 'di ba? And create the content na medyo madali lang gawin or mabilis but may impact pa din, 'di ba? So in that way you can still balance the content creation and still without compromising your day job. So and for me that's very important kasi I mean it becomes as an internal joke sa Raska dudes, 'di ba, na masisiraan ka ng shotgun mic kapag hindi ka hindi ka naglabas ng content. But I mean, kidding aside, I'm coming from a premise na kung nagsimula ka naman lang din, 'di ba? Why don't you just try to push yourself if kaya naman. But if kung hindi talaga kaya, then that's where priorities would really come into play. So that's just me, Sir Nico.
Okay. Si Anton, I think your hardware sugar is your day job.
Actually, although parang ganun din ako kasi yung day job ko is the shop, so inventory, ordering, actually YouTube is the sideline. So I completely get, I completely agree na I feel na hindi naman ako full-time creator I don't, in fact, weird doon ako content creator or something. I'm literally just a guy with a cell phone, di ba? Parang nagfe-film lang. So that's, the YouTube is the sideline. Yun, and I agree priorities. Yung, I guess the only thing I can add is at least one upload a week. Kasi, yun nga, going back to the YouTube algorithm, it doesn't like kung nawala ka for a long period of time. So, even when we were starting, walang nanonood sa amin, ako mismo, I took it upon myself at least once a week talaga. Number one, at least once a week. And number two, tiyaga lang, just keep pushing. We've all been there na, parang you look at the views, you look at the subs, and you think, why is it not growing? Maganda naman content ko, but tiyaga lang, yun nga, I can tell you from personal experience. I mean, yung ang tagal namin to reach the basic minimum of YouTube, pero tiyaga lang, and keep pushing yourself at least once a week content kasi if you fall off that horse, the algorithm doesn't like you, and then mas mahirap to get back on parang tatamarin ka na, parang ayaw mo na ay di ako nag-upload last week, siguro okay na rin this week, next week na ako mag-upload. So it's all priorities, but try to have those two goals. One upload a week, and at least number two, just hang in there. If it's still fun, just keep doing it. If it's not fun anymore, just stop na lang, di ba? Parang what makes you happy ba?
Yeah. Ako kasi parang for me yan yung reason bakit hindi ako I mean, I'm not really concerned nung start sa niche. Kasi we started Balls' Life as visual diary lang talaga nung family namin. So that meron kaming babalikan in the future na, naalala mo itong ano, ganyan. Yun, naisip ko lang, daming gamit dito, review ko kaya. Nag-enjoy ako. So parang naging half-half na siya until, my wife said, gawin mo na kaya ang tech channel. But yun nga, ayoko alisin kasi yung vlogs. Kasi number one, it's easy to create. Tapos number two, ang ginagawa ko is, yes, it's a family parang vlog. Pero for example, sinisingit ko yung di ba? Parang itong vlog na to, this is when I bought this gadget. I'm trying this piece of equipment, a gimbal for this whole vlog. So, kahit pa paano pinapasok ko siya para tech pa rin siya. Merong tech vlog. Kasi sabi ko nga, if knowing myself, pag na-burn out ako sa pag-create, mag-stop ako eh. So, kailangan na-enjoy ko pa rin siya kahit pa paano. Ito medyo technical. Di ko alam if masasagot natin to. Si Sir Glenn. So, daming content creators, uploaders of YouTube. Ilan ba empleyado nila to handle, monitor those uploads, or may program na si YouTube to handle those? I think for the algorithm, na yan, program yan, software. I think mga tao to monitor is more of pag may nag-report. Tama ba? Ganon. Or if may nag-appeal ng copyright, probably that's the time na, I don't know. What do you guys think? Kasi for identifying, I'm sure na yan eh, meron na rin silang software for that for identifying songs used. Di ba? Now, pag nag-appeal ka, I think that's the time na may papasok na talagang tao.
Ang alam ko na sure ako na there's a human involved is during the monetization application review. I know that's an actual person that checks on your channel if may reused content ka and all. So, but the rest, I think it works the same with Google because I work closely with Google Analytics because that's the kind of thing that we do sa day job ko. And most of I think I'm almost certain na automated yan. So may mga programs na dyan na naka-integrate to work on that. So
okay. Brandon, daming tanong ni Brandon. No? How do you handle trash talks? Kayo sumagot yan, hindi ko pa na-experience yan eh.
Ikaw,
wala pa na ganun?
May trash talk yata sa channel mo eh.
Dami, super. Actually, the way we do, to be honest, I find them funny. I like getting them, parang natutuwa ako. And then one way you can flip it around is to use it as content. Like, mag-upcoming 60,000 milestone video kami where I react to mean comments. We did it for 50K. When we hit 50K subs, we had a preview. So I reacted to 2 of those. Maganda naman yung response. Then for the 60K video, actually, we'll have sponsors. So parang I'll be drinking alcohol. But hindi naman yung parang malasing ako. Parang good vibes lang. Parang yan yung theme. So I'll be reading the comments and I'll be reacting to them. Pero good vibes lang. So may parang, I think whiskey yung nakuha namin. Parang Don Papa ata. But I need to email Don Papa peeps tomorrow. But ganun yun. So you can have fun with it. Don't let it get too personal. I've never gotten into like magsasagutan kayo sa comments. I don't think that's productive. Yeah. Isipin mo na lang na people don't go to read the comments. They go to read your videos, di ba? Yung mga nagsa-sideline dyan na mga trolls, parang nobody goes to see them. They go to see you. They go to see your videos. And you can flip it around. You can make them into content. Just have fun with them. Ako, ang dami kasing stuff may magano talaga and parang ang layo dun sa just as an example, people like friends offline, hindi kasi ako magaling mag-Tagalog eh. Actually, like si Junil is from Cebu. Ang akong mama, taga Cebu. Ang akong papa, taga Ormoc. So, Bisaya. Sa among balay, either English or Bisaya. I only learned Tagalog when I entered school. So, my Tagalog is really bad. When I started doing videos, it was all English. So, people were like, anong klaseng Pilipino to? Di nagka-Tagalog. So, naglagay ako ng Tagalog. Nung naglagay ako ng Tagalog, may nagreklamo naman na ang pangit mo naman mag-English, barok ka. Ikaw yung pinaka-jologs na reviewer. And for me, I mean, if you know my background, if you know me in real life, that's like super 180 kasi nga all my life I've either used English as, to talk to my friends, and then now people are bashing me for my English. So parang layo talaga. It's really the internet really doesn't know you. So when you get those kind of things, just have fun with them. You can use them as content. You can, I share it to my family. I share it to my friends na, tinan mo to. Parang nakakatawa eh. Sorry, just one last na lang. Ito, my brother kasi kasama ko sa YouTube channel. Yun, mas grabe pa yun mag-Inglesero. And then, when he did a review recently, all English kasi yun si Rafael. He did one review, tas yung isang comment, you sound like a drunk Baron Geisler na lasing. Di lang sapat na drunk, lasing pa. So, those are the kind of comments you get, and it's funny, diba? Parang you just gotta laugh it off, and it's part of the game. I mean, you gotta if don't cook if you can't stand the heat, diba? I mean, ganun pag magpa-post ka, you're really gonna get stuff like that eventually. Just have fun.
Yeah.
Junil, ikaw, meron na bang bashers sa mga videos mo?
Meron naman, but very minimal kasi hindi naman yung the type of content that I do is and it also goes out din and this is one of the tips that I would wanna share to the audience right now. Depende din kasi sa brand na dinadala mo as a content creator, di ba? I'm sure na nakaka-relate kayo dito, Sir Nico and Sir Anton, and the rest sa mga nanonood ngayon. May mga content creators kasi na yung may angas, di ba? Pag nag-share sila ng videos nila, di ba?
Yeah.
And the way you put the description, the way you put the caption, and all. So, yun, nakaka-trigger kasi din ng mga bashers yun eh. Di ba? Parang yun mismo, parang na-attack, parang ina-attack mo na sila. So, the way I do it is, and it's also natural din siguro for me, is that I come off defensive. Kumbaga, kung pwede lang hindi mag-caption, hindi na ako magka-caption para walang masabi yung, di ba?
Para walang masabi na ako.
Di ba? But you can't do that because the algorithm also looks at the keywords, the phrases that you put in on your video. So, you have to do it. So, ang ginagawa ko, I always make sure conscious ako na when I formulate my description and all, it's on a defensive form, and the most humble form that I can be para hindi siya nakaka-trigger ng trash talk, 'di ba? Or ng basher. And if meron man, siguro ang masasabi ko lang, and this goes out to all life situations, is really always take the higher road. Kumbaga, I mean, kung papatulan mo kasi yan, I mean, kung if you stoop down to their level, ano pang pinagkaiba mo sa kanila, 'di ba? So you'll still end up being an internet troll. But Ryan Odensyal has a different take on that, because sabi nga ni Sir Anton, pwede mo siyang gawing content, 'di ba? So and Jay Flores also did this one time nung binash siya. Ginawa niya ng content, and depende na yun kung how you channel it, but what's important is you have to be conscious that you don't allow that to determine the future and the next steps of your channel. So, yun lang.
Okay.
Pero sorry, just last dun sa bashers.
Okay.
It's medyo nakaka-stress din kasi, at least for Hardware Sugar, it's PC components. It can get very technical. And there's some videos talaga na I-upload na inisip ko may magbabash nito kasi may magre-reklamo na ba't di mo linagay itong configuration na to, mali itong ginawa mo sa isang component. And if you let them, I mean, to be honest, ako kinakabahan ako paminsan when I upload a video na alam ko medyo technical kasi inaabangan mo na eh. You know that people will probably bash you. And nakaka-stress eh. It's you're anticipating bad vibes. So, you di ba parang if you let that, hindi ka talaga maka-function eh. If you let that get into your head na, yun parang you write captions to defensive, parang ganyan, and you try to minimize, pero naprapraning ka eh. You get really anxious about it. Diba na, shoot, I'm sure may magreklamo nito. So, at a certain point, you just gotta, you do your best to make sure you don't have any mistakes in the video, that you don't offend anybody without, you don't want to offend. I mean, because sometimes, diba, I mean, you're criticizing something, di mo talaga maiwasan yun na may ma-offend kasi they're defending it or something, but yun, even with all of the work you put in, di mo talaga maiwasan. You just gotta let it go sometimes na ganun talaga. Yun nga, it's the internet. It'll happen.
Yeah. So ako dapat maging ready na rin ako kasi I mean,
Masaya yun.
kasi all my
Nakakatawa.
sit-down videos are in English. And tinatanong ako ng mga tao is that a strategy? Parang ano ba, ang unang tanong sa akin ng mga ibang friends ko, is that a strategy kasi gusto mo global? Sabi ko actually hindi. Kasi if you know me in person also, hindi kita i-Englishin, tatagalogin kita. Pero for some reason, when I'm speaking, whether
you're on
it's
camera.
on stage o on camera, hirap ako magtagalog or Taglish. Mas natural. Hindi ko alam if it's because growing up sa school ang training, pag paparecite ka, most of our subjects are in English. Feeling ko may ganung psyche. So parang when the camera is on, tapos feeling ko nagpe-present ako, it's more natural. Pero kung ganito nag-uusap tayo, hindi ako makakapag-English ng diretsong-diretso. So, yun. But, yun nga, sabi ko, ito yung natural alam nga, palitan ko, tapos lalong pumangit yung video. Dahil lang pinilit kong, di ba, mag-Tagalog ng pure Tagalog. Although, tinry ko siya gawin for yung gimbal giveaway. Kasi nga, sinisip ko, ang market ko naman talaga is purong Pilipino. Diba na baka mas okay. So talagang yung mode ko nun, ang hirap. Talagang okay, makikipagkwentuhan ka lang. Okay, hindi to ano. So, yeah. Maghahanda na rin ako. Okay, so shoutout muna tayo. Jello Ed. Pa-shoutout naman mga sir. Ako din nagsistart pa lang. I agree. Ang hirap gumawa ng content from time to time, lalo pag may day job. Just enjoying the process para di mo burn out more powers. Yep. Hirap talaga, pero I mean, yun nga, importante ma-enjoy. And then, meron akong question na nakita dito ito. Sorry late ako, tanong ko lang if you don't mind, ano po mga background nyo? Kasi ang gagaling nyo mag-edit, parang pro. Parayan audition tayo. Background nyo. Ako muna. Background ko, dancer ako. I used to be a professional dancer, and even before that, when I was in college, I used to mix. So, ano dun kanya-kanya So, I had to learn how to mix music. Yun yung unang exposure ko to editing. Mixing music. It was, I believe, in Sony Acid. So, dun ako natutong mag-edit ng kahit ano. And then, dabbled into Photoshop, mga kabatch mo na may mga project na kailangan ng Photoshop, nakikiano ka lang. And then, nung nag Philippine All-Stars na ako, professional, may ka-group ako who edits video. So yun, nagpaturo na ako. So dun lang nag-start yung sa video naman. And yun, Google and YouTube University lang naman. No background whatsoever. Yan. Junil, ikaw, paano ka natutong mag-edit?
Ako, Philippine All-Stars din ako. Joke lang. Ako kasi, I'm an IT graduate. So, and even before that, even before ako nag-college, nahilig na talaga ako sa multimedia. I can remember nung high school ako mga and I think what started it is yung hilig sa pagko-computer because I was into online games dati, Ragnarok, Osworld, and you know these games parang somehow triggers you like yung mga montage and all that. So doon nagsimula yun, Windows Movie Maker and all that, and then college happened, and then you know and then my brother also siya yung talagang magaling sa pagbi-video. And it was way back 2017 yata nung nagsimula siya sa mobile videography at nainggit ako. So, inaral ko siya ulit. And, you know, and ako, I'm not claiming naman na magaling ako mag-edit So, I'm just answering the question. So, yun lang.
Si Anton, do you want to answer the question? Kasi sabi mo, you don't consider yourself, ano?
Not at all. Actually, I'm a lawyer, so wala talaga akong background sa video
Oh,
editing
really?
and things
Wow.
like that. Oh, I mean,
Yun.
um,
What a
so-
revelation this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
so wala talaga ano, but sa start yun same. Self-taught. Right now we're using I use the Vinci Resolve. Pero ngayon, I don't really do the day-to-day edits anymore. We have one full-time and one part-time. So sila na nag-edit. But I provide notes like, singit mo to, tapos lagay mo to, parang ganon. And then sometimes I do clean-up edits. But because mas magaling sila mag-edit, like no question. Sobrang layo nung skill nila kaysa sa skill ko. So yun, we have one part-timer and one full-timer na editors and they do most of the work. Pero sa simula talaga, nang wala pang budget, ako talaga yun. And yun, hirap talaga ako to edit kasi nga, no background. But same, Google University and para, maganda tong effect na to Paano
Yeah.
mag-transition? Paano mag-fade in? Paano mag-fade out? And yun, actually my brother is the one mas diligent siya ngayon mag-edit. Siya pa rin talaga nag-edit ng videos niya. And then just clean up na lang yung on-staff editors namin. But so actually I think it shows na you don't need to have a video background talaga to start, di ba? I mean, all three of us parang IT, professional dancer, parang you don't need to I mean, you can learn that stuff, di ba? But just find something muna that you want to talk about, shoot about, edit about.
Yeah. Actually, ang advice ko nga before, kasi marami nagtatanong sa akin, anong may recommend mo course to learn Photoshop? Siguro itong mga 2015 yan. Sabi ko, ang advice ko sa inyo, look at images or posters na yung gusto nyo matutunan. Paano ginawa to? Kasi sabi ko, I did that before. Bumili ako ng course. Ang nangyari lang, na-overwhelm ako sa dami ng topics. So sabi ko, the way I learned na yung naging second nature na sa'yo, pag ito yung gagawin, is by, gusto ko yun paano niya ginawa? Tapos paulit-ulit ko lang ginagamit yung isang technique na yun in all of the edits that I do. Hanggang sa master mo na, tapos may bago na naman. Paano niya ginawa yun? Bago na. Hanggang sa yung vocabulary mo, lumalaki. Kasi sa akin, unless may bala ka to work as a graphic designer, di ba? Na parang medyo useless aralin lahat kung hindi mo gagamitin. So ako, yun yung advice ko. Find something na interested ka paano ginawa. And then, unti-unti, gawin mo lang sila pa isa-isa. Diba? Okay, so meron two questions na medyo related. Si J Flow may question. May I ask, how much is too much when it comes to uploading vids? And feeling ko related, si Sir Glenn, quality versus quantity uploads, malaki ba ang magiging results sa mga viewers nun? Junil.
That's a tough one.
Yup.
It's a solid argument right now, 'di ba? Na kasi may group of people na parang they're into really quality versus quantity. And I have no problem about that, but yung side ko naman diyan is that yung quantity kasi, if you push more content, win-win situation siya. You push content on the platform which YouTube will appreciate, di ba? And there's a possibility of that video blowing out, blowing up, and your channel growing. So you hit that stone, right? At the same time, if nagpupush ka ng content, you also are pushing yourself to learn more because ang ginagawa mo dapat kasi tinitignan mo yung mga previous uploads mo kung ano and you evaluate kung ano yung mga pwede mong idagdag or pwede mong ibawas doon sa mga previous uploads mo to improve the quality of your upload. So for me, there's no such thing as versus or quality versus quantity. For me, both complement each other. So if kaya mo naman mag-produce ng quantity without compromising quality, do it, because if you do that, subconsciously na-work on yung improvement ng quality ng videos. But at the same time, again, you also are helping your channel
Yeah.
Get integrated into the platform. So, yeah.
Tama. How about you, Anton? What's your take on that? Quality versus quantity?
I completely agree with Junil. Parang, number one, dapat at least once a week. But beyond that once a week, may marami kasi nag-argue sa YouTube is what is too much. Like, dapat ba daily? Dapat ba ano? It's kind of hard to tell. Kasi based on your channel, kung vlogging naman, baka kaya everyday. Pero based on our experience at Hardware Sugar, parang at least give your videos time to grow, at least a couple of days, mga 2 or 3 days at least between uploads. Kami we do it mga every 3 or 4 days. Kasi napapansin namin na paminsan if you upload a video too soon, nawawala yung growth or nawawala yung views dun sa isang video kasi pinapush out na ni YouTube yung bago mong video. And then sayang naman kasi yun nga, it's very critical in the early stages yung circle na yun na yung subscribers na nood, let's expand it to a larger audience. Kung you can't get beyond that small circle, yun nga, mahirap to get into the larger circle. So, at least once a week, but for us, we try to give them room to grow mga every 3 to 4 days. And then, I agree yun nga with Junil na quantity is not bad kasi hindi mo talaga alam anong patok sa YouTube eh. Sira ulo yung algorithm na yun eh. You can't
Yes.
predict you can't predict what it will like. Just yun nga, yung video that got us a lot of subs. Luma na yun eh. We posted it May, it started blowing up in June. Tapos we tried to do a sequel video to that. Basically exactly the same topic, exactly the same title. It's not doing as well. So hindi mo talaga, and then we have another video now. Pinost namin noong January, ngayon lang medyo nagbe-build up ng steam. So yun nga, hindi mo talaga alam yung ano yung kiliti ng algorithm. At least with a lot of videos, you maximize your chances of getting 1 or 2 hindi naman viral, but yung medyo consistent hits na parang ganon.
Yeah.
So quality, yun nga, kasi if it's something na like it's just like a teacher na alam mo may bias siya dito sa mga tanong na ganito, you can prepare for that. But yung YouTube kasi walang ganun, hindi mo alam. So quantity is better in that. At least you maximize your chances na you will have a video that the algorithm likes.
And just a quick disclaimer, Sir Nico, no. Baka kasi ma-misinterpret ng mga audience yan na Sir Anton and I are talking about compromising quality. No, we're not saying that. What we're saying is that kung kaya naman, diba? Kung kaya naman, maintain the same quality and push as regular as possible na yung sabi ng Sir Anton.
Yeah. Ang naintindihan ko from what you guys are saying is, of course, yung quality, yung maximum quality that you can do. Baka kasi yung mga ibang tao is, hindi kasing ganda nung ginawa ko yung video niya eh. Diba? So parang hindi mo ipo-push out. Na dapat hindi. This is the best I can do right now. Push mo pa rin. Diba? Kasi number 1, sabi nyo nga, hindi mo alam anong kiliti ni YouTube. Number 2, I think that's the only way you'll grow. Lalo na kunyari, ang concern mo is editing. Eh kung
Correct.
hanggang dito lang eh, 'di ba? That's the only way you'll grow if you do more of yung mga videos.
Yes, if you practice.
Yeah. Mag-hi lang ako sa anak ko. Hi Basti. 'Di ba nanonood?
Shout out.
Good job,
And
Basti boy.
Si Sir Glenn, pwede po magtanong about sa batas. May mga channel na ganyan. Ibang niche yan. Ano ba? Ito na naman. Brandon, may question. What is your way of recognizing your solid supporters and subscribers? Hi ka lang. Kayo ba? May special way ba kayo na para ma-feel nila na you see them? Parang ganun.
Yeah, ako I'm so big with that, Sir Nico, no. Because for me, no, replying to their comments actually goes a long way. And especially right now, wherein YouTube is really promoting engagement. So the platform appreciates if if my gulo or if my activity sa comment section and all that. And it goes back again to your primary goal, which is branding, diba? If you wanna brand yourself as a content creator na good with engagement, then that's how that's me, right? I wanna be able to, kumbaga, gusto ko makilala bilang isang content creator na pangmasa, 'di ba, na maraming kaibigan, mabait and all that. So, ang ginagawa ko kapag may may videos din sila or may channel sila, I also support them, 'di ba? It's my way of at least giving back to the support that they're
Yeah.
giving me.
I feel that. I feel
And
that.
yeah. And I'm saying this not as a requirement sa lahat, 'di ba? Kasi hindi naman talaga lahat din ganun yung personality, or I don't know, maybe it's not just fit for them or they don't want to do it in the first place. But ako kasi yung take ko dyan is that I talk about this law of reciprocation always works. And it's for you to, and we're talking about growth here on your YouTube channel. Kung gusto mong mag-grow as a content creator, you have to love fellow content creators, di ba? If you want your videos to be seen or to be watched by millions or thousands of viewers, by your subscribers, you also have to, to love watching other videos, di ba? Especially doon sa mga kumbaga ka-level mo in terms of, or even the lower ones, the smaller channels, para ma-feel nila na, someone is pushing them to do more. So that's my take on that, and I'm not sure, Sir Anton, what you can say about that.
Yeah, interesting yung kay Anton kasi for a channel that big, parang how do you maintain, especially yung what if sobrang daming loyal subscribers ng Hardware Sugar?
Actually, kaya pa naman kasi yung mga loyal talaga, when you live stream, they're gonna be on the chat. When you go to the shop, nandun sila. So actually, I know I can rattle off names, si Valiant Cashew Nut, si Mary Ann Castillo, like si Gentleman Parrot. Parang yung usernames, parang since I am also the one who answers the comments and things, just keeping their names in mind, they really become top of mind eh. Parang you recognize them right away na, ito na naman si Valiant. And yeah, liking their comments, replying. And also kasi it's interesting what we can do kasi may tie-up with the shop. The people that we get to know through YouTube, and when they come to us for like, we need this part or things like that, syempre, it's in the top of your mind na, of course, excellent customer service to everybody, but parang kaibigan mo na rin mga to eh. So you exert, that additional, that one last mile to find that part, to make sure na compatible siya, parang ganon. And we also activated YouTube membership where people pay, so there's like super subs na 50 pesos, top fans are 500 pesos a month. And yung maganda sa tie-in sa shop, we can give them perks based sa shop. So the top fans can actually reserve items. May graphics card na parating. All the members kasi get advanced knowledge of the stock that comes in. So isang perk yun. Before it becomes public, all the members know na may parating na SSD, may parating na motherboard or things like that. Tapos yung top fans talaga, they can tell us, they can message me na, uy, pa-reserve naman yan. Which is a benefit na we only give to the top fans. Kahit bumili ka dati sa amin nung sobrang mahal na computer, kung di ka top fan sa YouTube, you don't have that perk.
Nice,
so
that's nice.
We're lucky na nandun yung shop para magamit namin yung resources ng shop to say thank you to the loyal fans and subscribers. And actually, it's been quite nice na you don't know them in real life, but you know them from their usernames eh. Kasi ang dalas mag-comment, ang dalas mag-chat sa live stream. Diba? Parang nakakagaan eh, na parang, yeah, it's like, it's nice. It's a good feeling na paminsan konti lang nanonood, but then, you see a familiar name. Parang it makes you feel good eh. Diba? You have, it's not even a fan eh. I don't want to call them fans. They're like friends talaga eh. I mean, I really appreciate na they're there for you. They support you on your streams, on the videos. So talagang, yeah, that's one. Those are the concrete steps that we do because we can use the resources of the shop. But I agree with Junel. Commenting, replying to their comments, liking their comments, parang gano'n, is a big step. Kasi it's nice to acknowledge na, to let them know that yes, I saw your comment and I know you're there, diba? Parang and I appreciate it.
And speaking of solid support, I just want to give a big shout out to Brendan Quinn.
Yes.
Makikita mo yung pangalan niya
Yes.
sa kung saan man, sa Facebook, sa YouTube, andyan yan. Hindi na yata natutulog yung batang yan. So thank you so much.
Mga 5 comments.
Yes, thank you so much, Brandon. So hindi ko
Si Brandon kasi, pag nanonood yan, nagko-comment. Kunyari, may
Real
sinabi
time.
ka pa lang at
real-time comment.
first minute, so comment na agad yan. Kaya by the end of the video, meron ka 5 comments from Brandon. Kaya salamat sa support.
From different points of the video.
Yes. Oo. May ano pa yan, waiting. Pag naka-premiere, waiting. Yun. Ako, ano kaya pwede yung membership ko? Meron kayong sneak peeks sa kung anong shinaping ko. Pero hindi ko pa nagagawa ng video. Okay, ito. Interesting question. As a content creator, sino-sino or anong mga channel ang kino-consume nyo or pinapanood nyo? Baka sobrang haba nito eh. Give your top 3. or favorite. Ang hirap sagutin nito eh. Tatanong ako nito ng wife ko, ng mga tao. Junil, ano?
Ako ay may timeline dyan. May timeline ako dyan, sir. So when I was starting out, Peter McKinnon, Daniel Schiffer, at Thomas Alex Norman. And now that, I've medyo may katagalan na tayo sa pag-YouTube, wala na talaga akong parang kinukonsume. Kumbaga, I just watch it as it goes or as they upload, parang ganun. Kasi when I was still learning how to make a video, how to edit cinematic sequences, yun talaga yung mga pinapanood ko dati.
Sobrang dami na rin kasi, no? Sobrang dami nang magaling eh. Na parang
Yes.
yung subscriptions list ko, grabe, parang, wow. How about you, Anton? I mean, you operate in a different space than us kasi, di ba? Yung nanonood ko ng mga Toasty Bros, di ko alam if yun nga yung yun na yung nakikita ko sa feed ko eh.
Same. Parang haba ng subscription list ko. And then, actually, when you makita sa YouTube, it doesn't need to be, di ba, parang ang dami kong, like, may sci-fi stuff ako kasi I'm big into sci-fi, I'm big into tech, di ba? So, ang daming mga stuff. But, just who do I follow for the tech space? Hindi mo maiwasan kung computer, Linus Tech Tips, LTT.
Yeah.
And I've been, and actually, there's so many, it's hard, but just, basically, I follow people na either ang galing ng content nila because di ko naisip na gano'n na approach, or, they make you laugh, or they're just something unique about them. Their cell phone reviews, like Mr. Who's the Boss, na medyo behind siya konti kay who's this guy in the States na sobrang ano. But anyway, yun, parang LTT, of course, for PC components. Locally, actually, the big YouTubers are Xtian C for builds, and then si Burmore, Tech Zone, of course, matagal na si Sir Burmore. So I also try to follow the local guys, just to get a sense, like, what, where's the industry going? What are the concerns now? Although, just a little bit about that, I don't watch them to copy them. Actually, the reverse. Parang gusto mo counter-programming. Kasi yung mga, especially for the PC guys locally, it's very price-oriented. 20,000 peso builds, 15,000 peso builds. And I have nothing against that. But I don't find that interesting for myself. Kasi yung Hardware Sugar, iba yung positioning niya sa market. And for me, kasi the more budget you have, yes, of course, you can have nicer, but it's not just nicer, you can have more exotic. Yung medyo sira ulo kung maglalagay ka ng components sa ganyan, pero ipapasok mo. And actually, yun yung habol ko, not so much the budget, but yung parang variety. Yung problema kasi sa 15K build, 20K build, medyo cookie cutter na yan eh. Pare-pareho lang yan yung gagamitin mong parts. I'm more interested in what's unique, what's creative, what's like, bumili ka ng lumang PC tapos in-overclock mo. That's more interesting to me compared to a standard 15K build. So, just an important note on who you follow. Syempre, as inspiration, but also maybe if you want to get a little sneaky, medyo counter-programming na this is what everybody else is doing. Why don't you try naman a bit yung opposite nun, di ba? Parang ganun.
Ako kasi, yun, same. Parang when I was starting out, nag-decide na ako na, sige, gagawin ko na to. Casey Neistat, of course, the father of and then Peter McKinnon also. Feeling ko, out of just the algorithm, siya yung malaki.
Yes.
Diba?
Yeah.
But I would like to, 3 ba o 4? Gusto ko magsabi ng 3 na feeling ko, again, like Junil, right now, madami na kasi. Pero three YouTubers na talagang I follow them because of different reasons. Number one, Potato Jet. Si Potato Jet is a
Yeah.
videographer.
Even I follow him. Yeah.
Number one, because sobrang niyang nakakatawa. Ang fun. I mean, now he has two channels, a vlog channel and yung Potato Jet. But even in his Potato Jet, para lang siyang nakikipag-usap eh. Diba? Ako nahihirapan akong gawin yun eh. Yung sobrang kengkoy lang niya talaga. And that's him. Number two, si Mati Apoya, bestie ni Peter McKinnon. Mainly because nakaka-relate ako dun sa type of content that he puts out, which is yung gano'n, yung parang tech pero vlog kasama yung anak niya. Yung parang gano'n, na yun yung na-realize ko nga to lately lang na parang, nga no, if mas i-integrate ko yung, kasi baka nung kinumpare ko, mas in-integrate niya talaga yung gear eh. Diba? Within what they're doing. Ako kasi parang mas singit lang yung gear. And then number 3 is si Everyday Dad. Mainly because pag nakita mo yung channel niya, as in tech, gear, lahat. Pero hindi siya professional videographer, pero grabe yung mga cameras niya. So parang, di ba, nakaka-relate ako doon. Kasi si Mati tsaka si Potato Jet, they're really, even before YouTube, they're professional video guys, di ba? Si Everyday Dad, talagang, like what I told you guys earlier, mahilig lang sa tech, di ba? Bibili niya yung latest na MacBook, bili niya yung latest
sana na pambili.
Di ba? Parang gano'n eh, na, parang di ko alam if anyone knows what he really does for a living. Di ba? So, kaya parang iba-iba. Parang piecemeal yung mga favorite ko kasi one aspect of their life or their whatever they're doing on YouTube. Nakaka-relate ako, di ba? So, yun. Pero yun nga, ngayon, again, kung sino yung lumabas sa sa newsfeed, yun yung papanoorin ko. Meron akong di mahanap na question eh. Pero it's about parang if you're doing a reaction video, do you need to
ask
permission from yung person that you're reacting to? Janil. Kasi ikaw nag-react ka.
Yeah, out of courtesy, do so. So kasi wala namang mawawala kung gawin mo 'yan, 'di ba? Kung nag-reply siya, well and good. But if hindi naman siya nag-reply, you can still do it because technically speaking, YouTube is a public domain. So meaning we can definitely make use and repurpose whatever content that is already on YouTube. Ang ayaw lang ni YouTube is pag ginrab mo yung video, you upload it in your channel
as a whole
na wala kang ginawang iba. So, yun.
Okay. Same answer, Anton?
Well, for me, never pa kasi ako nag-react like specifically na, itong video, tapos gagawa tayo ng react. Yung concern ko lang is yung legal side. Junil's right na it would be covered under fair use, so yung reaction video. Although, I know some instances in the States where people get really bent out of shape. Typical reaction video, so you don't show the entire video, excerpts lang, tapos magre-react yung person. But if the other content creator doesn't like your reaction kasi negative or sinisira mo siya or you're making fun of him, usually you're making fun of him, di ba? Kasi hindi mabibenta yung reaction mo kung hindi nga nakakatawa yung original video. So, you know, you can have all the legal stuff on your side, pero mahirap, if people do want to get into it, they can get into it, di ba? I mean, and mahirapan ka, to sort everything out. And then lastly lang, because I've been thinking of doing a video kasi about the background to the 60K video na yung mga comments, why do we censor the names? Like if you watch yung mga night shows sa States, yung mga Jimmy Fallon, yung mga ganon, di ba may mga segments sila na celebrities react to mean tweets or mean comments? Doon hindi censored, but why do we do it here? Or why would it be prudent to do it here? Yung mahirap kasi sa atin, may cyberbullying law. And I can talk about libel and we can go at super legal. I don't want to bore everybody. Pero yung mahirap sa cyberbullying, it could be misconstrued na, kasi on one hand, you can say, bakit? I'm on the internet, he's on the internet. Siya yung nagsimula, di ba? He posted something that made fun of me. Siya nagsimula, I'm just replying. But the problem is, you're the creator and you have the last word. Kumbaga, kinuha mo yung comment niya, nandun yung pangalan niya, and then, yes, he started it, but then when you reply, you're the last word. And mas made the thing yung reply mo kasi ikaw yung gumagawa ng video eh. You're the one with 1,000 subs. You're the one with a fan base or whatever, di ba? So, yun yung hirap sa cyber bullying law natin. It can be misconstrued like that. So, medyo nag-off topic ako konti. But if you're doing the comment thing, I would definitely recommend censoring the names of the people that you pull out the comments from. Kasi, basically, if you can't be identified, kung hindi mo masabi kaninong comment yan, you're good. The law requires that you need to be able to identify sino nagsabi nun.
Nice.
So, censor the name, you should be okay. Of course, you can still backtrack, di ba? But ang hirap naman to backtrack that one comment dun sa isang video and you have like hundreds of videos. So, censor the comment, you should be okay. Dun sa reacting to videos, people do it all the time. In the States, you're probably on better legal ground. Just in the sense that people are more comfortable with freedom of speech there. Here, I've never actually heard of a legal case where talagang, it went all the way to court na, pucha kasi, so parang, you made fun of me in your reaction video, di ba? Parang medyo OA na yun. But it's possible, is what I'm saying. And then maybe you should just be careful when you do reaction videos like that. Yun nga, I've never heard of anything going to court, but yun nga, it is possible. Especially in this age where our laws are not very welcoming. Hindi pa tayo sanay, especially yung batas natin sa whole internet thing. I know it's crazy, it's 2021, right? Pero we're still trying to figure out. And the judges, the person who will actually be ruling on it, might be this really old, guy, madam or sir na
Correct.
internet. Diba? Hanggang email lang ako eh. Ano pa tong YouTube? Ano pa tong Facebook? So, just you can do, like my advice would be you can do it, the reaction videos, but you medyo hinay-hinay lang. Just be keep that in the background when you do stuff like that.
So, in contrary to that advice, sabi ni J-Flow, basta mag-react ka lang. Si Mr. Reactor kasi ito eh. Yun. So, yun ha. Buti na lang, may lawyer pala yung isang
May
guest
lawyer
natin
eh.
ngayon.
May problema sa mga abogado eh. They take all the fun stuff and they just say, you can't do that, don't do that.
Yeah.
Diba?
Are you
Bawal
guys
yan.
okay to go until 5:30? Okay, Junil?
Yeah.
Okay. Sige. Kasi mayroong mga ano pa dito. How about locally? Or let's say, ano masasabi niyo sa mga big YouTubers, siguro to, ng Pinas? Kong TV, Jamil, or Pinas big YouTuber in general? Comment on that. Ako siguro, I watch them. Ano ba yung mismo question? Shirkan Vlogs.
React daw tayo. React tayo sa video ni Kong TV. Iyan mo na. Stream and mag-live reaction tayo. Stream mo nga Nico. Harap ka na.
Hindi ko actually get yung question. Comment ko lang, sikat sila eh.
Siguro ang
the
tanong
question
niya
about the
is,
content?
Yeah, I think so. And siguro assumption ko lang to. I think where Shirkan is coming from is that the type of content that they release and considering that they're big, di ba? So and my take on that is I think you can put them on the lifestyle vlog niche, di ba?
Yeah.
And
Or celebrity.
celebrity.
They build themselves to be celebrities already on YouTube.
Yeah, but they all started also as nobodies, di ba?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Ako I'm very very biased on this, no. Kasi I think looking back when YouTube was not YouTube now, ito kasi sila yung mga nauna eh, di ba?
Mhm.
So especially Kong TV. Si Kong TV kasi nag-set ng benchmark ng parang mga random vlogs, di ba? Parang mga if we were to put it in a song, novelty vlogs, if you may. And that was, back when people were still new to the internet technology and parang amusing pa sa mga tao yung mga ganong content, 'di ba? And that's and really where I'm going to is that marami kasing nag-aspire to be like them, like Jamil. I don't even know the other channels kasi si Kong lang yung pinapanood ko at Team Payaman. But a lot of them aspire to be like them, and that's where that's where the motivation and lack of parang nawawalan sila ng gana kasi hindi din nila minamanage yung expectations nila na gusto nila agad maging Kong TV, gusto nila agad maging
Yes.
singlaki ng mga ganong channels, but it doesn't work that way. It's just that the algorithm or YouTube or the platform favored Kong TV before when he started all that, all this lifestyle vlog or novelty vlog. And then it just so happened na he also built his own community na since may name na siya, pag pinitch niya yung isang creator, ayan,
Instant.
instant,
Diba?
100k subs and all
100K
that. So,
agad.
yun. And
But-
for me, that's why,
Yeah, the point mo is,
yeah.
when he created that, yung ganung style, wala pa masyado gumagawa. That's why he stood out. Kaya ngayon yun sa mga expectation is, kung gagayahin mo lang, di ba? Anong edge mo na lalo na wala ka pa masyadong
Yeah.
subscribers, di ba?
Correct. And yan yung yun nga sabi ni Sir Anton, loko-loko yung algorithm ng YouTube. Kasi if you remember, may nag-live, I mean, I don't know if it's YouTube or Facebook, yung natulog lang nag-live stream.
Yeah.
Di ba?
Oo.
Pagising niya. Gulat
Diba?
na lang niya, dami na naman.
So,
Twitch,
I mean, that's
Twitch ata yun eh. dami nag-donate.
correct. That's how crazy this whole platform is, and this again goes back to ano ba talaga yung gusto mong gawin? Ano ba talaga yung gusto mong mangyari as a brand, as a content creator? Kasi kung gusto mo talaga mag-lifestyle vlog at wala na at hindi maganda yung reception ng crowd or ng audience at yung YouTube mismo hindi niya pinupush masyado, then you have to accept the fact na hanggang doon lang talaga yung viewership mo. But if you really love doing it, then continue doing it.
Ako, that's doon ako nanggagaling doon sa vlogging na parang, di ba there are people who say, huwag kang mag-vlog kasi hindi ka sikat eh. Kailangan. Pero I enjoy doing it. So, ba't ko siya hindi gagawin? And I understand that. Kaya ako gumagawa ng videos which are searchable. So, makita ko talaga sa analytics ko na ito, grabe yung view. Sit down video. Pag vlog, as in 20, 15, di ba? Tapos may magta-1,000. So, and ako, I accept that. Alam ko na ganun yung effect. Since yun nga, like Junil, I have a background in social media marketing. I've worked for different companies as a social media guy. So, yun, di ba? Parang just accept na kung gagayahin mo sila, especially 2021, hindi siya instant kasi sila na-build na nila yung brand nila eh. Di ba?
True.
Actually, that's what I admire about Kong TV. Specifically si Kong TV, ang galing niya mag-market eh. Yun nga, it's the whole Team Payaman. Hindi lang na siya lang mag-isa tapos yung merchandise niya.
Yes.
He really took his fame and made it into a brand. Hindi lang na nakastock siya sa YouTube. Parang nag-tie up pa siya dun sa Tier 1 with sila Alodia. So Team Payaman now has a separate mansion na yung Tier 1 group yung nag-ano. So ang galing ni Kong to take what YouTube is giving him and not just rely on that, pero parang nag-build up pa siya lalo to make it even bigger.
Diba?
So,
I think almost everyone there has their own merchandise.
Yeah.
Hindi na lang shirts eh. Diba? Automatic kasi yun for YouTuber shirts.
Yeah.
Pero look at them, ang dami nilang merchandise, grabe.
That's one thing na super impressive na It's kasi I don't know if the question is implying, but it's sort of easy to look at the super big YouTubers and then say na ano ba ng content nila, 'di ba? Nagsasalita lang sila sa camera and then but you don't see the amount of hours that and years in the making yan si Kong TV. Madali lang kasi to see yung current na I mean, to be honest, the last video I saw, parang nagbe-burp lang siya for 2 minutes kasi masama daw luma na yung rice na nakain niya. So yung first 2 minutes ng video parang na siya nung and that's like the first 2 minutes of the video. But you don't it's not just all burping, 'di ba? It's years and years of building up your brand, building up your videos, building up your market. So, they're there for a reason eh. Naka 2 million, like if it's Erwan, if it's Nico, if it's Will Dasovich, lahat sila nandun because they really put in the time, they put in the hours. It's easy lang to, I mean, to be honest, ako din, parang I'll watch a video, I'm like, bakit may 2 million subs to? I mean, let's be honest, right? We've all seen a video and we've all looked at the creator and they're like, pucha, ito 2 million subs, ako X subs lang. But I mean, di ba, aside, they've been doing for years eh. They've been working at it, they've been chipping away, they've been building their brand. So, there's an expression na every overnight success was 10 years in the making. Hindi mo lang nakikita yun, yung that all the pain that came before. So, so you don't agree, you might not agree with their videos, but props to them for building up that base, building up that market, building up that subscriber niche.
Yeah. And I have to also point out that for a regular viewer na hindi nag-edit ng video, hindi nag-edit ng vlogs, they might look at it as absurd na paano naging viral to eh, walang kwentang video to, nabablog lang sa labas, pag ganun. But kung ikaw ay nag-edit ng video, you know how much work was put in to eliminate the boring parts.
Yeah.
Yes.
Diba? Just yung basic cuts, diba? Parang
So, and to try to inject humor every now and then, and you know, it's a tough one, and that's why we cannot also undermine the success of these people. But you know, again, going back to what Sir Anton said on the onset of this live stream, na meron ding talagang grupo ng mga YouTubers na basura talaga din yung content, ng mga walang kwenta. So, that's not for you guys. So, yeah.
Yeah. Tsaka parang I imagine na sila buong araw siguro hawak nila yung camera. Kasi ako hindi, trabaho ako. Tapos, di ba? And ako nahihirapan ako mag-eliminate eh. Kasi parang, para sa akin okay to eh. Pero, nanonood, di ba?
Correct.
If you edit your own videos, minsan merong mga, na feeling mo maganda to. Pero, nung lumabas na yung asawa ko, parang, dapat kinat mo na lang yun. Diba? And yun, parang, ko-compare ko siguro in a week yung footage ko dun sa footage nila. Grabe yung yung cutting process nung sa mga videos nila.
Yeah.
Ako meron akong question. Kasi ako, hindi ko pa ito na-experience eh. Pero, bala kayo kung paano nyo sagutin. How much can I make as a YouTuber? So, si Junil, how many 3,000 subscribers?
Yeah.
Tapos si Anton is almost 60. Tama ba?
Mas 57.
Okay, so medyo... Kasi ako, curious din ako is yung, ano ba tawag doon? Proportion ba? Does it change when you get bigger? Mga ganun.
Yeah, so, and Sir Anton, feel free to chime in, no? Because I'm not really an expert when it comes to the monetization part ng YouTube. But what I do understand based on experience is that may mga external factors siya, Sir Nico. Like the cost per, like the CPM, the CPR and all that stuff. And believe me, I did not dive into it because it overwhelms me, and it kind of defeats the purpose of, I mean, it's not in line with my goal. Kumbaga, parang naging na lang siya, secondary. But I'll be a hypocrite if I say I don't appreciate that fact na monetize ako. But to your question, na-approve ako monetization April of 2020. Yeah. And I just got my payout this month. So it's a year of work, and for those who don't know, you'll only be able to cash out from Google AdSense kapag umabot ka sa 5,000 or sa $100 threshold. And so it's been a year since I was able to cash out, and that's my first ever cash out from YouTube or from Google AdSense. Yeah, thank you. And as to how much, it depends. And for me, ang factor na talaga for me based on how I look at my analytics is the viewership and the reach. Because if it's just a local content, may factor din kasi yung geography kung saan siya venue or kung saan nag-show yung ads. So there's no, kumbaga, there is no absolute value, so to speak. So there.
Anton, ito mas malaki.
Yan.
See, the two parts to the answer. Number one, in general, tama si Junil, it's super important where the viewers are and where they click. Kasi yung cost per click niya, yung CPC, kung nasa States yan, kung nasa Europe, it's like $1 a click or something. For example, there's this YouTube channel I sometimes watch, si Annie Dubois. She's a YouTube channel about YouTube channels. She recently reached 100,000 subs, and then I think by accident she showed how much she was earning from AdSense. She was getting around $4,000 a month. So that's around 200,000 pesos per month for a 100,000 sub channel. Pero you won't get that kind of money with a channel devoted, or mga 90% of your audience from the Philippines, kasi walang may kasalanan, mas mababa talaga cost per click natin. Our advertisers are not paying 50 pesos per click. They're paying 50 cents a click. So, just to ground it, Hardware Sugar has around 57k subs. We're earning low 5 figures sa AdSense. So, again, to put in the context, when we reached 20k subs, I had a milestone video where I talked about magkano ba talaga kita ko as a YouTuber. And then I pointed out there, mas malaki pa yung I used to teach also in university while I was in law school. Mas malaki pa yung kita ko as a part-time professor kaysa sa kinikita ko sa YouTube. So, for a local channel, it's really difficult to get anywhere. I mean, not even just to hire people and things like that. Just to put food on the table kung yung AdSense lang yung inaasahan mo. But to add to that, there are opportunities opened up by YouTube.
Yes.
Sponsorships. We have a sponsor na very regular na sa amin, nagsimula nung September. They're paying hundreds of dollars just for that one sponsor. Kung matyaga ka maghanap nung sponsor per month, lalaki talaga yun. Then you'll get brands. Pero actually, sobrang chamba lang talaga yun. I mean, yun nga, sobrang fortunate lang talaga kami na it worked out for the channel and it's continuing. But yun, kung matyaga ka maghanap ng sponsors, I think that's really where a local channel can shine. Hindi sa AdSense. Maganda nga yung AdSense. When you get your first AdSense payment, ang saya ng feeling, it's not so much the amount but parang, di ba, parang big time ka eh. May pinadala yung Google na pera sa'yo eh, di ba? Parang, ang saya ng feeling. But to make it into a living talaga, yun nga, even yung malaki na yung subs na local channels, it's really hard kung sa AdSense. But the opportunity is in local sponsorships. And you can get sponsorships from abroad eh. Yun nga, yung isang channel, their digital store, so you can buy CD software keys from them. Yun, international sila, but they get YouTubers, they got us, even though we're from the Philippines. Yeah. So, yun, there are opportunities, but I wouldn't put so much hope dun sa AdSense. It's nice to have, pero if you really want to make it full-time 100%, kailangan maghanap ng ibang sponsorship opportunities, which is what Kong TV, to go back again, did, di ba? May YouTube membership, which we've done sa Hardware Sugar. Yun nga, people pay, you can set, but kami, yung tiers namin, 50 pesos, first tier, 500 pesos per month for the second tier. Super chat, when people on YouTube, they want to get your attention, you enable super chat, they'll send you 100 pesos, parang ganon. So, there are a lot of different, and then of course, merch. So, there are a lot of different ways, but bottom line, it's nobody's fault. Ganun lang talaga yung market economics natin, na yung cost per click for clicks from the Philippines, hindi lang naman sa atin eh. India also has very low CPC. You can still do it. If you're a local channel but you target to foreigners abroad for whatever reason, let's say asawa mo Japonesa, I've seen a channel like that. Or we've had some videos that appeal to foreign audiences, like you do a review of the Samsung S21 Ultra na bago pa lang. Ang daming manonood doon, hindi lang mga Pinoy. So you can have niche videos targeting foreigners, pwede din yun. Kasi it doesn't matter if you're here, as long as they click there, yung CPC nila, yung CPC from the States. So that's another way of doing it.
Nice. Ako kasi, well, hindi pa ako monetized, but I joined yung, I don't know if you're familiar with Involve Asia, or affiliate marketing. So nag-start ako, I think August. So pag nakita yung description ng videos ko, puro involved links na Lazada and Shopee. So August kami nag-start. first time ko mag-cash in last week ng 1,900 pesos. But at least, di ba? Hindi ako
Not bad,
monetize
not bad.
pero meron akong ano.
No, at least may ano.
Yan din.
Yeah.
That's also one way to earn affiliate.
Yeah. May isa ditong question. Ito. From TMV. Si TMV siya yung bumili ng GoPro Hero 7 ko. So, yeah.
Yan.
Good
Shout
job.
out.
So, it's following the trend, good or bad. Like, nung mauso yung plantito, halos lahat plantito na content. Nung nauso yung bike vlog, naglabasan na lahat ng bike vloggers. Ako, ang take ko dito is, if yung channel mo, nandun sa parang gano'n, general lifestyle, di ba? Ikaw, your content na you're doing challenges, you're doing yung mga ganong klase. I think it's okay, di ba? Kasi it's going to be one of your parang content topics. Pero kunyari, for me, na meron talagang, di ba, everything that I talk about is either camera gear or laptop or kung ano man connected sa mga tech. Medyo off. Kaya nga, ito, kinuwento ko kay Junil na parang this was when yung channel was Balls' Life. Until now, what's raking in the most na views is our video nung 2-in-1 spray map ng Xiaomi Dirma, which was my wife was yung nasa screen. Diba? Na, well, I'm thankful kasi hanggang ngayon may views. Pero diba, parang feeling ko if ngayon ko ilabas yun, medyo weird. Diba? Ang off. If may nakakita ng video ko about, let's say, na camera, tapos tinignan yung channel ko, tapos biglang nakita niya, oh, bakit may vacuum cleaner dito? Diba? Parang baka hindi mag-follow, di ba? So unless yung content mo is really like that, na sa akin, hindi eh. Di ba? Yung basta may uso, pwede mo sakyan. But if ganun ka, feeling ko okay lang. Agree? What are your thoughts? Balik natin.
Ako, I think if you jump on the bandwagon, you'll get views. Pero I find it kind of boring. You'll notice most of my suggestions, guys, you do counter programming. So I consciously tried not to do that. Although, yun nga, yung uso sa tech hardware is either cellphone reviews, which we do but very rarely, and yun nga, yung mga 15K, 20K builds, which we haven't done at all. So,
yeah.
Generally, I think kung tumalon ka sa bandwagon, yeah, you'll get a few views. But is that the kind of creator you want to be na parang you're just following instead of finding your own, like, ikaw mag-set ng trend? So, it's up to you. There's nothing wrong either way. I think it just goes down to temperament. Yung nga, kung bagay ba sa channel mo, kung bagay din sa'yo as the guy who does the videos.
Junil.
It's the same answer.
Okay.
Yun nga, dapat inline ba siya sa brand mo? So, gawin mo kung gusto mo.
Okay. So, I think dami na nang na-share ng guests natin. May question si Brendo na naman. Kailan daw yung next live? I-announce ko yan. We're gonna have different topics. Okay, so I'm talking to videographers who are in the industry, as in professional industry, and also photographers who have their own studios, professional photographers. So, mas hindi na advanced, pero nandun na sa creative space yung magiging topics, at least for the next 2. And thank you for watching. Thank you to the guests, Anton and Junil.
Thanks, guys.
Any last words? I mean, for people watching mainly, na gusto mag-start or mag-grow sa YouTube.
Ako, once a week. Sorry. Super short lang. Once a week, and just keep doing it until just have patience. Not yun nga. Every overnight success has 10 years behind them. You only see na yung mga super big time, but sila din dumaan sa process na yan. So just keep it up, man.
Okay, Junil.
Yan. So, unang-una, thank you, Sir Nico, for inviting me. Nakakahiya nga na sinabay mo ako kay Sir Anton.
Ano ka ba?
60,000 subscribers, tas 3K subscribers. But anyway, and going, isa-segue ko lang din yung takeaway na gusto kong i-share sa inyo na although we're talking about YouTube growth, but um, technically speaking, YouTube growth is not really about the numbers that you see on a channel, like the number of subscribers, the number of views, because when you do YouTube and when you do it genuinely, what you're also building and trying to grow is your personality, diba? And as you go along the journey, you start to build your brand, you establish your brand as an individual on social media. And for me, yan yung pinaka-importante next, or and then the numbers game will just become secondary, because as you establish your brand, the follows, the subscribers, the views will actually follow. So and hindi mangyayari yan kung hindi ka magsisimula, at kung magsimula ka man at huminto ka just because of a certain drawback or a certain hurdle, then you won't reach anywhere. So you just have to start, sustain it, and next thing you know, you have you have established a channel or a brand as a content creator.
Ikaw na yung next kong TV. So, yun. Okay? So, very valuable tips. Before we end, announce ko lang again, subscribe to Hardware Sugar, youtube.com/Hardware Sugar.
Yes, please.
Also kay Junil, youtube.com/Junil. And Nico Balls. Okay? So, youtube.com/Nico Balls. Pero Nico Bolante yung channel. And also, for those who are watching via YouTube or Facebook na hindi pa part ng group, medyo mahirap kung yung group talaga na URL. So, gumawa ka redirect. Just go to ballsislife.com/FB group. If you want to join our group, yung Nico Bolantes community for aspiring creators. So, nandun si Anton tsaka si Junil and many other more experienced creators. And maraming newbies, beginners who want to interact lang with everyone there if may questions kayo. All right? So that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you in the next live session here on the channel, on the page. All right? So thank you again. See you guys. Bye-bye.
Have a good Sunday. Ingat.